Sometimes writing looks like this. Dear Diary, today was magical. The things I saw, the people who I talked to. It's amazing to see how wonderful life can be if you just stop and appreciate the beauty around us. XOXO. But sometimes writing isn't like that. It's hard, it's challenging. Sometimes it's really frustrating. And at least for me, the hardest part is just getting started. And that's where the creative discovery process and quantum writing comes in. Let's check it out. I wish writing was that easy, but it's not. I really struggle, especially with getting started. So the creative discovery process and quantum writing is the best tool for me to use whenever just getting started and creating a base. So the first step to the creative discovery process is cluster and starring, which I have done here. I clustered out 4 areas in my life that I want to be more intentional with. That's something I'm working on, is writing out intentions for myself, and they're really hard for me to write about because it's hard for me to find a focus. So starting off with the cluster and starring, I'm able to pinpoint areas that I want to work on, but then really go into detail about how I want to be more intentional. So that's all I focused on. I wasn't worried about how it looked or exactly what I was saying. The whole point was to generate ideas. And I thought about new ways that I probably wouldn't have thought of, honestly. I was really surprised. I was like, oh, I didn't even realize that that was important to me in terms of being intentional with my family or, with my work. From there, I took a step back and I starred my favorites, things that I really, really wanted to focus my attention on. From the ones that I picked, the ones that I starred, I created a mind map. This is my mind map for my intentions. I kept it the same color scheme as people notice, but then I added the areas that I really wanted to focus on, the things that I starred. Along with them, I added pictures, images. Our brains love color, they love pictures. It brings that element of joy and happiness to the writing experience that we don't traditionally see whenever we have to write. And that's kind of, I think, where a lot of the fear comes from. We're like, it's scary, it's super scary. But we're just focusing on the color and just making sure that we're picking out things that we're really interested in. From the inspiration of what we're interested in and the mind map, we're able to create paper got stuck. A fast write. I gave myself about 6 minutes to write this all out. I wasn't worried about punctuation, grammar, anything like that. I just wanted to get what inspired me in my mind map into a sort of sentence-like structure so I could have a base, a foundation. Cluster and starring, mind mapping, fast write, this is all part of the creative discovery process. It's our creative mode. It's to help us have a foundation of what we want to write about. So from the creative mode, we then go into the critical mode of quantum writing. That's where we're adding more structure, we're adding punctuation, grammar, that's a focus. So we can have a more finalized piece of writing. But we can't have that unless if we do all of this. Our writing isn't as good, we're not as excited, and we're scared. This adds the fun, the joy, and also sort of helps us, right? It takes away from that fear. So is this perfect? No, it's not. But I really like some of the things that I wrote about and things that I'll refer back to or I'll take out to use for my intentions when I'm writing something a little more serious, right? Something that's a little more critical. So this was the creative discovery process into quantum writing. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this video with someone else who you think might enjoy it. And if you haven't already, check us out on these social media platforms. We would love to connect with you. Thanks so much. Bye.